Oh, hi guys, it's ChelsTalks. Girl Chel, and I'm here
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Sorry.
to the people I
YouTube is your best friend.
It was always like
learning never stops.
nah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chel, and if you like what I'm doing today, make sure you hit subscribe, you comment in the sector below, and you like the video. Share with your friends. And today I am here with
Tommycuz. Hello.
So Tommy, tell us a bit about yourself.
So I'm 23 and I'm a producer and engineer from London, and yeah, I'm just living my best life.
Yes. So let's start with how you got into producing
Yeah.
and engineering.
So originally I didn't start off at music at all. I was always a big fan of it and whatever. I was actually a pilot from the age of 14 years old.
A pilot, like plane pilot?
Flying planes,
Oh.
yeah. The coolest like thing I can say at like pubs is that like I learned to drive a plane before I could drive a car.
That's so
which
cool.
was decent.
Wow.
And then I got a little bit through the journey, and then I applied to be a RAF pilot, and then I couldn't because I'm colourblind.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and then my dad felt sorry for me, so he got me a guitar, and I was like, I'm never ever gonna play this, and look where I am now, eh?
Yeah, I've heard you play guitar as well.
A little bit, I dabble,
Yeah.
bit of piano, bit of guitar. I'm theory based on guitar,
Yeah.
but piano is all by ear and just learning. So
Oh,
I'm
wow.
better at guitar than I am piano.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
so interesting.
And I play the kick drum. I can keep a beat, that's it.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
do that too.
Yeah, nice.
So tell us a bit about your journey. Is there anyone that like pushed you into becoming a producer or an engineer?
Yeah. Someone who's actually helped me throughout my whole career
Yeah.
is a very close friend of yours as well, who's actually on this channel,
Yeah.
which is Aaron Anderson.
Yep, big up Aaron. He's
Aaron
gonna get so
Anderson.
gassed.
I know. He is not only like an inspiration to me, he's like my best friend in London. I trust him
Yeah.
with everything. And not having like much family in London,
Yeah.
it's really crucial for me to have like really good friends around me, including you and all the people that I trust.
Yeah.
So people that keep me grounded are like, yeah, my friends. And he's also a really good producer himself,
Yeah.
so we sort of learn from each other as well.
Yeah.
And then we also have a really good teacher on a Saturday, which is Aston Rudy. Big shout out to him as well. Who was on Matt Mahali's new album, Love and Compromise.
I haven't heard it.
You should check it out. It's really, really good.
There you go, little free promo for you there, love. So tell us about your journey. Like, what do you think is your end goal as a producer?
Grammys. No,
Grammys?
I'm joking. No. End goal is to create art that I'm really proud of. You know, music isn't meant to be perfect. It's meant to be a feeling. It's meant to be. I'm trying to figure out the word now. So I told you I have a speech impediment when it comes to camera stuff. It's meant to move you. It's not meant to be perfect.
Yeah, it's
you know.
expressive.
Yeah, expressive, exactly. You know, when it comes to mixing, that's a different story. You've got to make sure that it's mixed well and whatever. But when it comes to producing, you can make these weird and quirky sounds as long as it has the right colour and the right tone.
Could you do us a favour, because there might be some viewers at home who don't really know the difference between producing and engineering. So would you be able to just
Yeah. So
quickly?
producing goes along very nicely with like recording. So it's recording instruments and basically synthesizers. It's all done on a digital software nowadays. So literally like a 16-year-old kid in a bedroom could produce the next hit.
Yeah.
Like Martin Garrix, for instance, Animals, when that came out, that was massive. So everything can be done online.
Yeah.
And then mixing is when you would go to a studio and they would get all the tracks together that they're happy and set on with the vocals, and it's EQ, compression, and all the things that make it sound nice in your ears,
Yeah.
and all balanced. That's like the biggest word. There's
Okay.
balance and a good mix.
Okay. So
Because-
the engineer is like the perfectionist of the whole thing,
Yeah,
and then the producer is the guy that creates the whole
creates
thing.
the vibe. Yeah,
Yeah.
gets the going.
I see.
Yeah.
So what would be a typical day to day for you?
Typical day to day. Well, you know, I've got to do the part-time job at Hello Bar.
Because I feel like some people don't understand that this is like your dream job,
Yeah.
but right now you need a job to fuel your career.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone does, you know.
Yeah, so explain that to us a little bit.
So day to day, I would wake up, have a coffee, go to work, and then when I'm back,
Don't drink coffee.
Don't drink coffee.
It's bad, you know. Good message.
Oh, is
for
it?
them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing.
No, I get anxiety from it. No, I don't. I do get it. Geez, what was the question? Sorry.
The typical day to day.
Oh yeah. So, so day job, obviously, come back, and then I am just trying to get on like every platform at the moment. I think the biggest thing with being a producer and an artist is having multiple sources of income. So I'm just trying to get my name everywhere.
Yeah.
Build my brand, build some trust with like good friends and good. I don't like to call them clients because I don't say the word clients. I call them friends and people that I work with often because I like to do that. So yeah, it's just and honing my craft. I want to keep progressing myself. I watch tutorials for ages.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't watch much TV. I'm just tutorials and making music.
So are you self-taught?
More or less, yeah. I went to university as well.
Yeah.
But I learnt a lot more on the job.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So, in terms of your journey so far,
Yeah.
is there like been a big thing that you've been like really proud of?
Yeah, like I think the first mix that I had done, and someone said that sounds professional.
Oh.
And I still remember them coming in and saying that sounds professional, because if mixers know that if you get a mix nice somewhere, it won't sound nice in the car, it won't sound nice on your phone.
Okay.
So that's like the art of mixing, is to get it to sound nice on every
everything.
single. It's hard.
Is there like steps that you have to take? Do you have to separate projects? Or?
Not really. There's guidelines to extent, but because different projects involve different things, there's no right way to do anything in music.
Okay.
So it's all by ear and what sounds good and adjusting from there.
So like everyone's just an individual in this game.
Exactly.
No one's going to be the same.
And add personality. That's the biggest thing I like to tell people with producing and mixing, is just to like have your own personality. You know, don't copy what your favorite producer does or whatever. Be you know, in person and through your art.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Be you, guys. Be you. So on the flip side,
yes.
What has been like a really hard time for you, or like a challenge that you've come into that has given you a really big lesson in terms of your career?
I'd have to say, like, the language in the studio is very different. So when we're just talking now here, God, when we're just talking here, it's just like we talk English, but in music it's very different. You know, you can describe things in colours. Yeah. You can describe things in textures.
Okay.
So when you're producing a few people, everyone talks very different. Okay. You know, they'd be like, "Oh, can you make this?" Is like, oh, and I'll be like, "Okay."
You mean you just get it?
Yeah, and like just put it in the mic. But yeah, that's why a lot of things are like sampled. If you don't know what a sample is, it's just like you take like a snippet of it and you can you can tune it differently and manipulate it to sound different.
Okay.
So like vocal chops and whatever. But sometimes if you can't make the right sound, you can use your voice as a synthesizer, which is really cool.
Wow, that's so interesting.
But yeah, so it's difficult when when you haven't had a lot of time in the studio with someone. It's hard to get the initial vibe going until you really know them as a person. Yeah. So I like to go to a coffee shop before. Yeah. Get to know them as a friend, talk with them, get their influences, and sort of get in their mind.
So you can see their vision.
Yeah. So they're sort of through me for the computer.
Because even just like working on this, I've realised it's kind of hard to like portray your vision to someone without really getting to know them. Yeah. So definitely. I fully understand that.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say that education has played a part in your decision in becoming a producer?
So.
Be honest. This is your time.
It really depends, you know. Obviously, education is key to every craft out there. But with music, you can have so many different ways to your end goal. Yeah. And I feel when you're doing business and something like engineering, engineering, definitely, education has helped a lot, because it will tell you the plugin, it will tell you how the desk works, you'll have hands-on experience with it. Yeah. But education doesn't treat her to be creative. With creativity, we're born with creativity.
Yeah.
So when people ask me, Tommy, how are you so creative? It isn't because I've learned how to do it. It's because I never lost touch with it. As a kid, you know, you're drawing, you're creating.
I saw a picture the other day. It was like, all creatives are the children who survive childhood.
Exactly.
You know, like you never grow up.
I made it, Mum. I made it.
Shout out to your nan.
Yeah, hi Nan, you're right.
So on top of that, do you know if there's any like courses or like higher education that people can look into who want to get into what you do? Because obviously in secondary school you only have music as like the core GCSE.
Yeah.
Do you know of any like other routes that anyone could go down?
Not routes, like university, there's I could name 3 main like good ones, like ICMP, which is the one I went to.
Yeah.
There is Point Blank,
Yeah.
which also has like a really good YouTube channel as well. They do production tutorials.
Okay.
And there's BIM, so there's one in London, one in Brighton. But they're like top 3 good ones, good reputation. But yeah, just experience. That's the key for education in music.
Yeah.
And being professional as well.
Okay. And what course did you study in uni?
I did production.
Okay.
And engineering. So I had the hands-on experience with.
And that's what's helped you as well.
That's helped me a lot, yeah.
Okay. So what would you recommend to someone who wanted to be a producer? Like, what would you recommend for them to do after they leave school?
Well, to leave school, I would just say start as soon as you can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you have a £1,000 Mac or a £50 Windows computer, get Ableton, get Fruity Loops, get something, and just start playing around with it, make some beats or whatever.
Okay, and these are softwares that you can install?
Yeah,
okay.
Some are cheaper than others. A good one to get into is like the top 3 industry standards, which is Ableton, Pro Tools and Logic. They are, if you learn your skills on that, you're more likely to get a job in a studio.
Yeah.
And work with some good artists. But when it comes to buying software, I think the best thing is to get the software that your friends use.
Yeah.
Because when you're exchanging files and collaborating, it's always easier just to send projects over than it is files.
Yeah.
Because you have their workflow as well.
Okay.
But yeah, like just get into it, buy it whenever you can, and go to open mics.
Yeah.
They're really good. I found when I was an artist as well. Open mic. Don't get paid for it. You do it for the love of it, you know. And
you get the experience.
Exactly.
And you've previously touched on this about brand.
Yes.
What would you say is the importance of brands, and what advice would you give to someone who's establishing theirs?
I feel like you need to have personality when you do a brand, you know. If you're not yourself and you don't have a clear vision of where you want to be, it will never work.
Yeah.
You know. With every brand you need sustainability and you need a bit of culture, you know, with even like businesses, whether it's not music, obviously it is music based, my brand, but even if it's not music, like a brand in general, you need to have some sort of idea where you want to be, and people who want to invest their time and money into something, they need to know that you've got a clear vision of where to go or where you're going, and I feel that will build a really strong brand. And how do you feel like you are with your brand? I've just started it. Yeah. But I can see that as well. I'm really, really happy, like right now. Yeah. Where I am as a producer. Okay. I have my things all set up. I'm on every website to get people traffic through my website, through my Instagram. Yeah. And no, I'm really happy. So you sorted out the admin. Yeah, I love it. And now you're just waiting to grow. Yeah, well, I'm already getting some jobs now, which is really good. I've got people messaging me from all over, so love it. No, it's really good. I'm really happy now. That's the power of brand. Yeah. On top of that, what is your opinion on social media? Oh, I don't use it that often. Okay. if you do follow me, I'm very sorry. It's either a really bad selfie or just like what I had for breakfast, or me calling Winnie the Pooh a geezer. I don't know. Like, no, I'm really bad on social media, but I use it as my message, like my messenger.
Yeah.
So a lot of times he'll DM me through there to get jobs and
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm always on it. I feel it depends. If you're an artist, 100%. Social media is key. People need to know what you're up to, you know. With a producer, if you're known, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know,
Because the clients will roll through anyway.
Yeah, the artists know who you are, and you're not going to reach too much of a bigger audience through social media as a producer.
Yeah.
You know, it's all talk in the industry.
Okay, so could you explain to us the power of networking, and would you give advice to people who may not be good at it?
Yeah. So the power of networking is literally the first interaction sometimes, or most of the time,
Yeah.
of them actually meeting you. So first impression is massive.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe if you're not so good, get some good business cards or whatever. Actually,
You're gonna bring out a business
gonna
card?
show you,
Woo!
just literally. Oh, and my train ticket. This is my new business card.
Damn, let me show it to them.
Thanks, Dad.
Simple things like this.
Shout out to my dad. My dad did that. It's really good. Good consultant he is.
Yeah, the power of business cards.
Yeah.
So do you feel like if you're a little bit awkward and you struggle to socialise, do you think it's just good to have that as like a takeaway? Because
Yeah.
you're like, here, now you have a lasting impression.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Business cards are key. You know, people, you need to be contactable.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm quite good at talking. I'm quite out there and bubbly.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, people are a lot better on email or via something where they're behind a computer and whatever. So keep it short, keep it sweet, you know. If you feel like, you know, conversation's not going too well in a first meet or whatever, just get a business card and then talk.
You can follow up from there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a really good point. So you have also touched on how your friends have inspired you to become a producer and have helped you like build yourself up.
Yes.
Could you explain the importance of who you surround yourself with, like your social circles?
Exactly. So yeah, having people that keep you doing the things that you love to do
Yeah.
and keep you grounded, and they just support you 100%.
Yeah.
You know, I've got myself into a lot of, you know, intoxicated relationship with people, and I found myself changing around people,
Yeah.
and I was changing my beliefs and what I wanted in life just to fit in with
Them.
yeah. So it's been like within the last sort of year or so that I've been like really happy in myself,
Yeah.
and I've surrounded myself with like the best people that are all at the music industry as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really keen to have people that support you through the industry, because you know a lot of people can put you down a
Yeah.
lot, you know.
It's a competitive industry.
Very competitive, but I say if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Wow, you got yourself a little quote of the day.
Yeah, Tommy top tip.
So, do you have a personal like influencer or a mentor who you look up to?
My dad.
Yeah?
Yeah, he has one of the best work ethics I've ever met in any man, and I'm proud to have him as my dad, you know.
Yeah.
He supports me business-wise, he supports me mentally, and he's, okay, it was annoying when I was young because
Yeah.
he's always right. You know, I could not lie about anything, and he's just incredible, you know. If
Yeah.
I'm half the man that he is, I'd be a happy person.
So,
Yes.
I believe that everyone measures success so differently.
Yes.
So therefore you're not really able to compare yourself to anyone. I like to really drum home on that on these, because it can just be bad for your mental health if you compare yourself too tough.
Yeah.
So for you, how would you measure success?
Being happy.
Being happy.
100%, you know. I really, really do not measure success in money and what you have.
Yeah.
Because all these influencers and all these people that have millions of likes on Instagram, whatever, are they truly happy? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, and just because their life looks glamorous, it doesn't mean it always is, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you never know the amount of stress that they have on them and whatever. I
That's
feel
true.
success is waking up, doing what you love every day, having the right work, social balance,
Yeah.
and just really truly being happy and just living your best life.
I love
Like,
that.
100%, you know.
Oh, he's
And
such a sweetheart.
Obviously be able to eat and whatever, so try and get some money in, you know, when you can. But,
Yeah.
but do what you love. Key point in life, you know.
And how would you say that you stay motivated?
Doing music
Do-
and having good friends.
Okay.
100%, you know. When I had like some big jobs to do and whatever, yeah, I was making good money.
Yeah.
But was I happy? No, not really. And now that I am 100% on my own now,
Yeah.
you know, I can manage my life really easily now.
That's nice.
And I feel stress free, have a holiday every now and again, go surfing, and yeah, just
See, guys, social influences are so important when it comes to your personal development. Make sure you're surrounding yourself by good people and like-minded people, otherwise you don't know what is going to happen with you. But what would you give your teenage self as a piece of advice?
don't rush into anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was...
Period.
I was so... when I left school, you know, I started doing music and whatever at the age of 16, and I just wanted to be the best straight away.
Yeah.
I wanted to show off and be everything that I am not now.
Yeah.
You know, bit like being a little bit older now, I've learnt so much valuable stuff within such a short time period of my life,
Yeah.
which I'm grateful for and I'm happy about. But yeah, teenage self, take your time. It comes. Good things come to people that wait.
There you go. They say that with age comes wisdom, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to give these folks at home the wisdom before the age comes.
Yeah. Don't rush nothing. Music is a very, very, very long process, and I'm like 1,000 mixes in, and I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
You know.
Learning never stops,
Yeah.
and it's good.
Every day's a school day. Even at my age, still got to go to.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants to be a producer? If they're sitting at home watching, they're like, oh, I really want to be a producer like Tommy.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to them?
Get FL Studio, get Ableton, Fruity Loops, whatever. Join a club, go to a youth club, or go somewhere where they teach it a little bit,
Yeah.
and just get started. Watch tutorials,
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of them. Someone that I recommend is Music Tech Help Guy.
Mhm.
He was my childhood. You know, I can hear his voice and I know exactly who it is. He was my childhood. So I feel when it comes to watching tutorials online
Yeah.
for producing, is don't skip from person to person to person, because
Everyone does.
everyone will tell you different.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not always the best advice.
Yeah.
So Music Tech Help Guy is really, really good, and he does like hour-long videos on every single part of the software.
Mhm.
He's just incredible.
So tell us what we can expect of you.
New music.
New music.
New music, yeah.
New music. Is that your music or
People do it, yeah.
a bit of both?
Yeah. Well, shout out to Aaron again.
Yeah.
We've just released his Addicted,
Mhm.
and I'm so happy with it. It's not often, or not all the time,
Yeah.
that I'm happy with a song sounding everywhere,
Yeah.
until probably the last sort of month since I've now released my brand. And I'm happy
Yeah.
with everything I do. It's nice to know that my songs sound good on an iPhone.
Yeah, they do.
Not a lot of producers can, or mixers can really get a good mix. I'm really happy that I can do that now.
I feel like there was a little bit of shot firing.
I'm sorry.
You're just not Tommy, guys. You're just not Tommy. So we are coming towards the end of the interview,
Yeah.
but I just want you to be able to plug yourself. So tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah.
Make sure you let them know your socials.
Yeah, so my Instagram is It's Tommycuz, And my new website is www.tommycuz.com.
And that's Cuz spelled C-U-Z.
C-U-Z, yeah.
There it is.
My nickname.
I don't know why I gave the thing of the mic like he was going to talk.
My little jellyfish.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time and thank you for
thank
sharing
you.
your experience. So, guys, that was Tommy's top tips of being a producer. Be sure to follow him on Instagram and check out his website. And make sure you comment below and tell me what you want to see from me next. I'm Chelsea and I'm out.